Welcome, pedal nerds and nerdizzles. We're looking at this. And you might not have heard of the company Dynamo Electric Audio. I forget the name what's coming next? I'm going to forget the name many times. I don't know why. It's DEA, but it has nothing to do with drugs. Then again, people that like fuzzy kind of sounds like, dude! Nah, I'm generalizing here and that's not fair. They approached me and said, can you check out our really, really cool pedal? It can do many things and has tons of circuits in it and its switchability and all this and different. In their kinds of very techie demo, they even tell you what kind of transistors and chipinators they're switching to when you go to Fuzz 1, Fuzz 2, whatever. But I don't know or care about these things. I care what things sound like. With this pedal, I also care how it's presented because this is how it comes. And this is extremely neat. It almost feels as if they made the box themselves. I couldn't imagine that this has been bought. And if every pedal actually comes in this box, that is neat. So, look at this. Look at this freakishly cool box. I'm thinking this is kind of a seal. Not like seal, but I don't know if this is wax. I think it's rubberish. No, it is wax, Leslie. Yep. I don't know why there's a seal on it. It is just a very nice box. Wait. I have a nice box. Come on. So fucking stupid. So, this is how you take the thing out. Quick start guide that explains some things to you. But I will explain these things to you as well. And there's some nice example settings. Very neat. And so inside, this is what it looks like. Nestled in some flizzy bits in a little linen sack. And there's like some Easter hay in here. I'm sorry, I'm always looking at that screen up there and it's very impolite because you're there. I'm going to have to get used to not looking at myself. I know I'm so pretty. It's just... And then here we go. Here is the Century of Progress Analog Distortion Modeler by whatever. So here. Century of Progress Analog Distortion Modeler by Dynamo Electric Audio. From Chicago. Where's Chicago? It's in Ill, USA. Chicago from Ill, USA. Look at this mega solid 9-volt pluggy thing. I always like when companies go the extra mile. And this is neat. Those guys from Chicago. They know how to make cars and big ass cool pedals. Weird that this right here, okay, look with the washer, plastic washer, is different than this. Now, why would that be? Why would they use two different kind of pluggy things? Doesn't make an awful lot of sense if you ask me. Maybe it had something to do with the space inside because this has had to be spaced further outside than this. It's probably be very packed in there. Cool. Hey, it's probably very packed in there. Isn't that something she could say? No? I'm just saying. So, we're gonna check it out now. So, the Essential of Progress Analog Distortion Modeler by DEA, Dynamo Electric Audio, is installed on the table now, and we're gonna check it out. Leslie, if you so please could, make it big. Thank you very much. Very nice. That's huge. Come on. So, let me talk about the controls. If I understand them correctly, if I don't, please don't hate me. The demo that I heard from them sounded mostly fuzzacious to me. Some stuff on the overdrive or distortion side, but still with a lot of fuzz undertones. And I haven't experienced this yet. You can drive it into the fuzzy territory, and when it is distorting overdriving, there's a tiniest bit of hint of fizzliness. But it's fun, guys. And girls. So, the recommended setup would be tone finder, which is kind of a tone knob, but not really. Everything on the thing is kind of, but not really. The fuzz finder is a 3-position knob. 1, 2, 3. There's a click, you hear that? Ah, there wasn't now. Okay, so this would be overdrive distortion, a little bit more in the fuzz territory, and a lot more in the fuzz territory. Input and drive work in conjunction. Less input, less drive, crank up the drive, but they have different effects. It's kind of like how much you're pushing your preamp, and we're gonna experience and experiment. Choke is giving your amp pedal less power. You're choking it. And that gives you kind of broken-y kind of sounds. The tone finder isn't really just tone. It has some different kind of effects. And everything on this pedal is kind of interactive. You want to tweak a bit here, fiddle a bit there, nibble it, fondle it, you know? Output is, well, output. Then you have the treble boost. And when you kick that in, guess what happens? More gain, primarily high frequency, nice for soloing, pushing them out, nice for pushing your amp a little bit more. Very good. What I don't like about the treble booster, and I'm bitching about this pedal right before I even played it, I'm so sorry, but check this out. On, off, pretty clear. Now when the pedal is off, on, off. There is no indicator what the status of your treble booster is. Meaning right now, is it on, is it off? I clicked it, I don't know how many times. Do you know? I don't know. So, when you're turning your pedal on, live on stage, click it on. Is the treble boost on or off? You don't know. This should always be telling you, even if the pedal is not on, what the status is. Right now, I have no idea. Oh, look, it was on. I didn't want that. So, this should be on or off independent of the bypass status of the pedal. Right now I'm driving it with 12 volt from the Strymon Zuma, runs from 9 to 12. They recommend 12 because it's nicer. Whatever that means, probably more headroom. Behind it I have the Strymon Brigadier for some analog echo fun if we want that, and I'm going right now into the Victory V40, but Leslie could also make the pedal small, go to the amp wall, and we see it. Later on, I'm gonna go, that camera is bright. Holy crap, hold on. Later on, we're gonna go into, here. Well, right now on the Victory V40, we're also gonna try the Houston Kettner, the Mesa, right there. We're gonna go into the Carl Martin. We're gonna go into the Sir Badger and the Vox AC30. So it's a drive pedal. We're gonna drive a lot of amps with it and see how it and they behave together. And back to me, please. Okay. I am playing for you today the Harley Benton HP42 signature. Thank you, Leslie. Very, very considerate of you. That's prototype 3. Look at, oh man, in this, I'm looking at a 4K TV. That is nice. Okay. Into the Victory, which has a tiny bit of reverb on it. I know the guy from Dynamo Electric Audio. I always want to say Century of Progress as the company name. That's not what it is. It's a bit confusing that there's a company name, which is on the side, which is very nice on a big-ass label thing. It's short from the side, Leslie, please. So here you can see a nice big plaque with, I think, indented date build, serial number. This is nice high-tech shit, people. I always want to say Century of Progress as the company name. So, I don't even know what I wanted to say. Oh, the guy who demoed it, the guy behind the company, demoed it with the Brian May guitar. And he's gonna like this. Out of phase shit happening here. This is a neat guitar, trust me. So, we're starting off with engaging it with low drive, while Leslie fiddles around and tries to put it back up in the corner. Now, as an overdrive, let's say it has a peculiar quality, which is the fizzling sits on top of your signal, and as your level goes down, the fizzle goes away. Check this out. I know that's normal, but somehow it feels different. It feels like that it's a fuzziness that is crickling on top, behind the pedal. I'm sorry, I'm having too much fun. That fizzliness is sitting on top and then subsides. I don't think it is for that. It can be a cool thing that you love. As an overdrive, it's kind of a little bit weird. I love the midziness of it. But there's definitely something fuzzy going on. Now let's push the input gain. Versus the gain. Now at this gain setting, the fizzliness that still sits on top really doesn't matter anymore. It's just fun. So as a low gain overdrive, I don't necessarily think that the Dynamo Electric Audio Century of Progress analog distortion modeler is brilliant, unless you really like that, which could be totally so. But at this gain setting, holy crap! Let's push on further with the drive. It feels like a very saturated, very thick, great distortion. Again, the fuzz heritage somehow is there, but not in any way that a fuzz non-lover, it's not that I hate fuzz, it's just not my thing, would not like it. This is brilliant. Let's play with, there's so much to play with here. Let's play with the input right now. I saw Robert Baker do like a really cool lick where he does like the tapping thing and then bends. This was me trying something like this. Robert Baker knows his shit, just to let you know. You probably know his channel. He's got he's got like 90,000 subscribers. The bastard! Or 80. Way more than I have. But he's good. Robert Baker. And that brings us to me and the Tone Finder. Way dull, but it could be cool for sludge, whatever that is. I just know that exists and it's dull sounding. But also less gain. So again, everything is connected. Kind of a holistic pedal. And no, I didn't say this because of the new Netflix series Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. I said it because I read the books years ago. Yeah, awesome. Check it out. Great show. Again, less gain and more fuzzy lessishness. Lassesquitude is actually a word, right, Leslie? So it really isn't a tone knob, it is a tone finder. It's you dial it around and see what happens. You find whatever it does. Let's choke that damn thing. I'm sorry, I'm excited. Great sound, but wow. D minor 7 to an F major 7. That just sounded so freaking damn cool. We're gonna do that again. That's a very saturated, thicky kind of sound. But I want that with less gain. I'm sorry, I just found something cool. Prototype! 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 Goddammit! So, what did just happen? I played with the new pedal. I did something I've never done before and I got fucking inspired. I'm making music triggered by sounds that I, in this way and form, I haven't had before. I got inspired to create. And that is why we buy shit. No, not to get the girls. You don't get them anymore. You gotta do, I don't know, spinning things or, I don't know, DJing. And not to make money anymore. It's the music industry. We don't do this anymore. Why do we play? Why do we like pedals? What's the fucking point? Video on that coming later next week, because I have something to say on that. But to feel the way I just felt, to create. And that pedal helped me to get something out of me that I didn't know I had. Like D minor 7 to an F major 7. Way cool. Can you tell I'm excited? This is cool. Choking it. It reminds me a little bit of the Red by Walrus Audio, which is definitely high gain distortion, but with a lot of fuzz. That has some of those qualities, but I would say more tunable. So let's go even more fuzz. We're gonna leave drive here. We're gonna turn on the fuzz finder. Let's find some fuzz. Fuck, this is good. Fuzz finder number 1. No idea what I'm doing. So, fuzz finder number 3. Click. I had to make the click sound. sounds like that bit crushed fuzz. Let's see. Can we get it really broken? It's definitely more fuzzy, but it's not super fuzz. It's just a little bit fuzz. Between saturated and fuzz. So let's kick the shit out of it. Subtle. Pretty subtle there. So, leaves us to go low gain and kick in the treble booster. Nice for boosting your lead. How do we know treble booster? Who loves treble booster? Well, you know, a guy who demos his own pedal with a Brian May guitar? Treble boost! So, we're gonna go AC30 right here. That's actually number 4. Here we go, AC4. AC30 sounds like this. Right now, not too loud. Okay then. Give me a second. A looper sometimes is a nice thing. So let's kick it. We're gonna go back to the Victory just to illustrate the treble booster on an AC30, which is where you would primarily use it. And these two things. I want to create a really cool lead sound, and then send it with one setting into different amps. Now, folks, that's what I call fun, F-U-N. So, a little bit drive back. We're driving back, I don't know where. That sounds like a good loop, we're gonna do that. So we'll cycle the amps pretty quickly. Look at the settings because Leslie's going to kill the view of the pedal now. Bye-bye, pedal. Okay, we're gonna go through the amps really quickly. Just go to the amp wall, that's fine. Right, way to go. That camera is so crooked. So here's the clean sound. Victory V30. Okay, then we have the Carl Martin Custom Shop 50. We have the Diesel Powell. There's that super hefty, there's that super hefty low end of the Diesel Powell. We're gonna go Vox AC30. That low end is gone. Sewer Badger. Wait, which one is that? 5. The Houston Kettner Grandmeister 40, Deluxe 40. And last but not least, the Mitsubishi Mark 525. Very, very good amp for pedals. I don't necessarily like the second channel. It's too, but for pedals, great amp. So, here we go. Starting with the Victory V40. That makes me sweat, but it saves me putting all these titles underneath to show you what amp I'm using. Haha. So, haha, very smart. And back to me. I can't remember it. Dynamo Electric Audio, DEA, Century of Progress, Analog Distortion Modeler. I don't think it is an analog distortion modeler. First of all, the modeler for us means digital. There's nothing digital about it. It might have tons of little circuits in it, which is one reason why it's so damn thick. It has a sound quality. No, it doesn't do low gain overdrives, high gain distortions, and fuzzes. It does its thing, which is moldable, but it'll always sound like the Century of Progress Analog Distortion Modeler by Dynamo Electric Audio. Nailed it! It will not give you a tube screamer, if you ask me. It will not give you a brown eye sound, like the BE pedal, BEOD. It will get you a super saturated, very thick, great sound, which goes in the direction of a BE, but it'll always be itself. It'll always be what it is, and what it is great. You can dial in a bit more fuzz, a little bit less gain. You can mold it around its core, and its core doesn't change, but it's a good core. It's a very high pedal. As I said, I bitched about the treble booster light, that should be on no matter if it's on or not. Design-wise, I gotta say, a good designer once told me, dude, if you have more than 2 fonts on any design, that's a problem. Well, we have, if you ask me, too many things on this thing. Just graphically speaking, that doesn't make it sound bad. But, we have this plaque, and then century, and that's not connected, and then century of progress, and that's kind of neat with the skyline there. But then we have a 3-color, again, different font. There's 1, 2, 3 fonts, 4 fonts already. Then the font of the knobbies, that's 6 fonts on the top of the pedal. It's very colorful. For me, it's a little bit overkill. Okay, I think that skyline would have been very nice, but more subtle. And if you ask me, Century of Progress. Fine. Don't leave out the analog distortion modeler. Because analog and then modeler, that makes it sound like there's something digital in there that models analog circuits, which there isn't. This is an analog pedal. So I'm thinking this is misleading. But that's just me. Fact is, it's creative, and you can have a shitload of fun with it. Where to buy it? I think right now, probably directly from Dynamo Electric Audio. On their website, I'll put a link below. I think it clocks in the US $240, $250, something like this. I can't remember. Which is fully justified. There's a lot of tech in there. Those guys did a lot of research, and they created something, if you ask me, truly unique. I don't have a pedal that can do what this does. And it is borderline fuzz territory where it's just saturated and fizzy enough to be rocking and rolling. I personally love it. I think if you get one, you will love it too. And again, see you on the flippity flop. I'm going to cut to some animals now. If Leslie throws away the pedal, we'll go to animal goodness. Thank you very much, baby. Not you, baby. She's the baby. Not you. You're not the baby. See you guys. Thank you for watching.
You believe it's worth it? We're tired of fighting and breaking our hearts and everything we worshipped. The street used to rival and falling apart. Let's not go back to where we started.